I'm at this beautiful house, getting ready to knock this out real quick. I am going to be doing the driveway as well. I just did this house yesterday, and as you can see, this house needs it pretty bad. I am a little bit concerned about this wood part here and those wood beams, but I think I have a solution for that. I did let them know and set expectations like, hey, we may, it may cause some changes to this wood. He said it's cedar and it's been stained and stuff. I don't know, we gotta double check. These doors, these shutters, excuse me, this garage door, the front door, the shutters, I'm gonna stay away from those, but I am gonna test spot them to make sure. He said they were painted about 5 years ago, give or take. And I wanna make sure that I don't do anything to disturb any of that. Very dirty, very, 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 very dirty. You can see in those gutter lines, but we're gonna be okay. We're gonna be all right. I'll move that tire and stuff out the way. Let me go in the backyard real quick. Ooh, I'm sorry, buddy. Hold on. You don't mind if I'm recording stuff, do you? Oh, I'm sorry. She said she didn't mind if I record, but at the same time, I try not to record people on my channel unless they just absolutely want to be recorded. Look at that gutter. Oh yeah, that's gonna be way brighter by the time I get done. Yeah, we're gonna knock this out. We're gonna go ahead and get started. Again, I'm going to test spot this door just to make sure. But what I'm gonna do for the wood is I'm gonna wet this wood down. Even though it's already been raining, I'm gonna wet this wood down. I'm gonna wet down those posts. And that, honestly, that front part with them shutters and that brick, that may just be a rinse thing. That might not even apply SH to that. But I am gonna do this top gutter on this side. So I am gonna do this gutter, but again, directly spraying these poles, not happening. But again, as far as like up here is concerned, all this algae and stuff growing across here, I have no choice but to hit that. So let's go ahead and get rolling, let's get started. It's because every now and again, people like to actually see the change. See how dirty that is? Now, start from the bottom. Lightly hit the electronics. You don't just hit those too hard. Spray over them. Keep moving. Now watch how that starts to change drastically. It won't even take it long. Look at it, already melting off. Again, you lightly spray that. You don't ever spray on those things too hard. And keep it moving. Look at it, already changing. You can see a difference just from right above that thing to where I just stopped already. Love what I do. I didn't get a chance to hit these gutters back here or show you these gutters because I almost let her dog out. But look at them gutters. Oh, that's gonna look so much better when I'm done. You can see this one little side I've already hit. That's gonna look amazing. Tip for you guys. Anytime you're doing concrete, wet the concrete down completely first. Now this is a mixture of about 3.5%, 4% that I use on another driveway job, so I'm just using it here. However, wet the concrete first so you can see exactly what's on the concrete. See these things? These were already here before I started. So after I surface clean this and I get done, any of this show back up, it's already documented that this was like this. This is the concrete. There's nothing I can do about that. You know what I mean? So make sure you wet your concrete first so you can see exactly what's already going on before you get started. And then it come back in. Even though it may look clean, there's always some dirt somewhere that's got to come off. Always some dirt that's got to come off. That down there, thank God they got a drain over there in that corner. That's gonna be fun.
And they're so big. Ooh.
Yes, ma'am, they are. Everything looks good. Concrete is done. This wall is done. Melted it. Look at those lines. Like going to the dentist. Now, I am not going to go back in the backyard. She does have her dog out there. Even though it's a small dog, I don't want to let the dog loose, but trust me, the back looks good too. Yes, ma'am. You can go into the summer looking good. You are absolutely welcome. I appreciate you, and I appreciate the opportunity. I love what I do.
Are you on Facebook or was it YouTube?
Both?
Oh, okay.
Yes, ma'am. I'm on both Facebook. What's up, good people? Rashid here with M2G Exterior Cleaning Services. We're getting ready to knock out a small house real quick. It's going to be a 12-volt day and a pump-up spray day. And here's why. Beautiful home. Absolutely beautiful. Plants everywhere. And I absolutely love it. I have no issues with that. But he's got plants all over the place. His neighbor shares the yard with him, and the neighbor is real cool with them. So they share each other's yard, and they kind of share this area together that leads into their walkway. And I'm going to be 12-volting today. I'm going to pump up spray and 12-volt because I want to make sure that I have everything controlled as much as possible. Don't get me wrong. Yes, I can still run my pressure washer. However, one, these houses are very, very close. And even though it's not early, it's still early enough that that machine is going to be loud. So I don't want to destroy, or not destroy, but I don't want to disturb the peace. And again, plants everywhere. Some of this stuff cannot move. This is called horsetail or something. This is actually pretty cool. It's like a baby bamboo. And again, more plants all through here. I'm going to pre-wet all of this. But this is the stuff that they want removed. You know what I mean? They want their gutters touched up. They said they're going to re-clean. They're going to get the gutters and stuff cleaned. I might end up doing that. They got some damaged spots here, some damaged spots here. And he said the squirrels kind of came and ate the wood. But again, beautiful place. Just got plants everywhere. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to 12-volt this best I can to control my spray a little bit more. That way I don't end up overspraying stuff too much. They've got more plants back here. They've got beautiful dogs back here. He said he's going to put his dogs and stuff up. So I'm not going to go back here right now until, of course, they get their dogs and stuff put up. I'm not afraid of them. I just don't want to disturb the dogs, disturb the peace. So I'll film the back in a minute, but it's more algae growing down the sides here and over there. I am going to unplug that one. I did unplug this one already. Should be a fairly easy day, but it's definitely going to be a batch mix 12-volt day. I redid my proportioner system, but it's still not quite doing what I wanted to do. And I don't know, like my water side works perfectly fine. Like that valve for my water side works fine, but the proportioner valve that I bought, and I didn't go the cheap route this time. I actually bought one, I think it was like $30, and it's still not working. Like it's leaking, and it's like, bro, like how do you, like, what am I supposed to do with all that? So yeah, either way, today's gonna be a 12-volt day. Should be fairly simple and fairly easy, but I'm definitely gonna 12-volt this so I can control my spray a little bit more and batch mix and go from there. Let's have some fun. So just as an idea of what I'm doing, I'm using my pump up sprayer to spray everything down because again, I want to be very, very, very controlled with my stream as much as absolutely possible with how I do this. And I don't want to get anything anywhere that I don't want it to be. So what I'm doing is I'm using my pump up sprayer. I spray down areas, spot treat areas, then I come back and I immediately start rinsing so I can hit these plants and stuff again. Had I used my machine or even used this 12-volt to do it, I don't want all the overspray, man. So this is the stuff you got to do sometimes. You got to take your time. You got to put in a little bit of extra work. But again, when you stand behind what you believe and what you want, man, you put your name on it and you guarantee your effort. Again, I can't guarantee all results, but I can guarantee my effort. And my effort says I'm going to pump up spray this whole house. And it's not because I can't 12-volt it, because obviously I could batch mix and 12-volt, but then I don't want to have to keep switching my line from my batch mix tank to my rinse tank. And then I end up spraying chemical on stuff I don't want chemical on. So sometimes this is what you got to do, guys. You got to put the effort in.